Hello everybody, welcome back to Monday nights with us at QuestJunkiesUK for the latest exciting episode of the Rhódania Chronicles. Say hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. It is so good to be back with you on this, what is it like? Rainy and miserable Monday. Well, it is here at least anyway, but we're not miserable because we're here with you wonderful people at home watching us and our lovely faces, bringing you some fantastical, wonderful storytelling goodness. So let me get my introductions out of the way so we can get right into the swing of things. Let's find out if the chat commands are going to work this week. Ooh, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe. Try again. There we go. Finally. There we go. If you use the link in the chat, you can go and get a free trial with Sirenscape. Get access to over 1,000 different musics, ambiances, Wilhelm screams, sad trombone sounds. You know, like that game that's just come out recently? We were just talking about it. The one where you play the trombone along to everything. You kind of have that in there. It's fun. Pretty much. They also have a new web player, so if you have had trouble with the widget player before, you don't want to have those extra things, you can just have it open as a tab in your browser now, which is really useful. So go ahead, use that link in the chat and be a Super Siren subscriber like me. You can also be like me and support independent musicians as well. We do on this channel, we support people like the wonderful Travis Savoy, Michael Gelfie, Hunter Rogerson, Tabletop Audio, The Seventh Midnight, Cullen Vance and Mr. Scott Lee. All amazing people. You should go and check them all out. They are incredible. Also, talking of incredible people, Aviv, or the wonderful human being who has graced us with our incredible character art, including the character art for the Demethrin 5, which started this last weekend, which, oh boy, that was fun. that was great. We nearly killed a child with alcohol, but you know, well, that's in the past. You know, let's move on to the future. Please go and give Aviv some love. She's an incredible artist, and I hope to do lots more work with her in the future to bring you more stories with more beautiful characters like the little ones you see on the screen right now. We would also like to throw out some thanks to the Super Denny brothers who print minis, particularly for encounters that I like to run if the stakes are a bit higher. Maybe it's a boss encounter, something that needs a bit more pizzazz than Theatre of the Mind. Then, do I use a virtual tabletop? Hell no! No! I bust out a real map with real minis, printed by them, painted by me, lacklusterly painted, but still painted by me. I do it on stream. And then we do the real thing, because, you know, I'd love to be in a room with these guys playing D&D, so we could use real minis, but we can't, because we live in different places. But we could still use the real minis. So yeah, big love to them for printing stuff for us. We also have a community Discord if you want to be amongst the first to learn about all the exciting new adventures and announcements that we have. I just put up a poll there recently asking people what kind of one-shot they'd like to see on the channel next. Some of the options including the Great Barovian Bake Off, a Red Dead Redemption themed one-shot, there was Brim Small Boy's Humblewood Adventure. There's a lot of different options, so go ahead, join the Discord, check that out, and drop your vote in the chat. Or if you have an idea for a one-shot you want to see us fling ourselves at, you know, maybe a battle royale between these guys. Who knows? Just throw it in there. The more chaotic, the better, really. We also have a merch store. We have a merch store, guys, where you can get fabulous merch, like you see on here. Look. Look at all this advertisement. It's muffin time for Ronnie's Wild Brew. Keep calm and eat muffins. We've got all the designs. We've got some new Demethrin designs on the way soon in the coming weeks as well. Keep an eye out for those. And yeah, I'll probably do more t-shirt designs because it seems to be my current obsession. I don't know when to stop. But I will stop now because we also have a YouTube channel where you can find all the VODs, the VODs, however you want to pronounce it. If you can't stay for the whole stream tonight, no problem. Don't worry about it. It's cool. We still love you. Go and subscribe to the YouTube channel and you can catch up and you can see all the stuff that we've already done. You can see the whole of the second campaign. You can see the Lore Junkies one-shots that we've done, including the Depths of Darktoe, which was our Wild Mountain based adventure, pirate adventure that we did, I think it was last year, which was a whole barrel of laughs. And yeah, I get the VODs up pretty quickly by foregoing sleep, because, you know, that's what we do. And yeah, that, I think, about wraps. Oh, also D&D Beyond. They're pretty cool. We make our characters with them, so go try them out. It's really good. Like, if you're a wizard and you have like 1,000,000 D6 fireball damage to roll, it takes a while to count out that many d6, so you can just press a button and do it. It's kind of useful. And yeah, you see on the screen now, we built our characters with D&D Beyond, and it's a heckin' good time, so go ahead and do that. So with that out of the way, let's go round the table and meet our dear players and find out who they are, who they're playing, and a random interesting fact about their character, starting with Mai. You are muted, my dear.
Myra's random fact is that she's an idiot. That's me trying to be quiet while you were doing your thing. Hello, I am Mai, aka Mart the Pirate, aka Rhódania. I am the Circle of Stars Feelies Druid, and the one random fact about her is that during the winter she has a different coat, but it makes her extra floofy.
Ooh.
She's like a big puffball.
Is it different colours or is it just floofy?
It's just extra floofy. I mean, they might, at the moment anyway, who knows? Who knows? Maybe it will change colour. It's all different now. She's not in the forest.
Teasing us. Thank you so much, Pat.
Hello, I am Patrick, aka Pat Tunes. I sometimes draw art, but on Monday nights I play Conal McGinnis, Earth Genasi Runite Fighter. And Conal's random fact for this week is his favorite drink is a glass of rum with some limestone in it.
Limestone, I like it.
It has that little hint of lime, but it's like purely for like, hell yeah, I'm drinking rocks.
Oh god.
Cuddle gives me Goron vibes, and I'm happy about it. Okay, thank you. Moving on, Kyle.
Well, I'm Kyle. I play Bob. A little fact about Bob is that in his previous life, he was an astronomer before he was so rudely brought to Rhódania. And he had a tradition where anytime he started using a new telescope, he had these little stickers that had little flame decals on them. And he would just put a little sticker onto the side of the telescope because it makes light go.
Interesting. I wonder if we'll get a Bob talk on that at some point.
the speed of light.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bridget.
Hello, everyone. I am Bridget. I play your girl Frike, the Shattercow, Waves Along Death monk, and fun fact, when she was training in her order, she learned all about the benefits of physical health, but also mental health. Although, this order's version of therapy is stilling the mind enough to become more well acquainted with the other side of that being death.
That is foreboding. I feel... I'm not sure how I feel about it. Thank you so much. And last but never least, Wyatt.
Hi. trying to have a normal high. Anyway, I play Reese. I don't know what else I say. It feels like it's been for forever, and I've been dealing with a neck ache for the past week, so doing my best to be here. Random fact about Reese. Have I said his favorite flower?
I don't believe so.
Well, yeah, let's go with that. So his favorite flower is a tiger lily. He was enraptured by the color of the lily itself, which when he flips his capelet inside out, it's the same color as the tiger lily. That's where he gets his favorite color from.
Amazing. I love it. Thank you so much. And I am Patch, your ever humble dungeon master. I'm everybody else. Most notably, this boy, Brim Small Boy. And interesting random fact about Brim. Let me think. For years of his life, particularly his childhood growing up, all he wanted to be was a tap dancer. But because he only had one croc, he couldn't live out that dream. So instead, he's seemingly found his way into the life of an adventurer. But, you know, he did kind of stick with that a little bit. He's a bard, so, you know, he's kind of still got, you know, he's along that similar line. Maybe tap dancing will come up in his story. Who knows?
He plays the spins.
He might. You never know.
Stop trying to make me cry so early already, Patch. Oh, whoa, so cute.
I'm on about a tap dancing owl in one croc. How does that make you cry?
It just sounds so cute.
All right. Enough of this cuteness. Time for the chaos. As we get into tonight's episode of the Rhódania Chronicles, first, let's set the scene and recap. So, the group of adventurers you see before you successfully save Roshan's Rise from a threat from the Shadowfell. After pursuing it further, they were led into a domain of dread, one which Frike was very familiar with, and encountered family members. There was tenseness, there was drama, there was a big demon of blood, there was an accidental near murder of an ally. Bit of all sorts, really, a mixed bag. But nonetheless, the group returned successful, and after a night of frivolity and choosing a name as the group now known as the Wyld Ones wake up following a night of drinking, dancing, and fun into the new day at Roshan's Rise. The sun poking through the trees. The glimpses that you can see through the really tall trees is that the sky is clear and blue. It's a beautiful day in this sort of end period of summer, and morale is high in the village as you all sort of awaken and ready yourself for the morning. You see that the preparations for the ship are complete. The captain is mostly rested, and yeah, you all find yourself within the village square, and you can see that the crew is just about ready to disembark. So where do we... Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to be like, is there anywhere serving breakfast? Like,
absolutely.
Like a good fried slice or like a tatty scone or something.
A tatty scone. The most Rhódanian of meals.
A proper Roshan's, good old fry up, you know?
Roshan.
Tatty scone with some black pudding.
When you put them in the oven, then they Roshan's Rise. Dreadful joke. But yes, breakfast is provided for you all.
Can I ask, did you mention, is this the very next day or is this a few days later?
It's the very next day.
Okay.
Yes. Everyone has gained the benefits of a long rest. So, breakfast acquired.
Mm-hmm.
It's still sort of mid-morning.
Yeah. I can imagine as soon as Connell woke up from whatever part of the forest him and Crike fell asleep at, like he's going straight to work on some endurance training, because in his mind he still thinks he was too slow to save
Thrashim.
That's that's the tiger's name. He thinks he was too slow to save Thrashim, so he's just like doing some like see how fast he can run the tree. There's a couple logs, and he's just like deadlifting them and just being strong.
Okay. You can see that Thrashim is on the deck of the ship already and is sort of like pointing out orders to some of the crew as they finish the final preps for the ship. Madeline is at the wheel already. Still looks a bit rough, but she looks a lot better than she did. Carathar is sort of not on the ship, but next to the ship, sort of saying farewells to some of the villagers as he's going to be joining the crew of the ship as they return to the city of Etherion, where it originally left from.
I'm gonna go find Brim.
Okay. So Brim is, at the moment, you can see him, he's near the ship and he's got his little backpack on the floor and he's just rooting through it and he's just making sure he's got everything.
Hey, wee man.
Oh, yeah, yes, I just, it's just sinking in now. It's just sinking in now. Such a big decision. Leaving home to be an adventurer. I just want to make sure I've got everything.
You know, you don't have to come with us. I mean, if you don't feel like it's right in your heart, you can just stay here and, you know, do what you usually do. It'd be great for you to be here, but also, like you said, it is a very big decision. I just want to make sure you're safe.
But I want to make sure that you're safe. And everyone else.
I
don't know what to do. Because Carathar is leaving, so who will look after Roshan's rise? I'm torn. I don't know what to do.
As that happens, you definitely, Bob starts approaching sort of from the opposite side of where you are. Mm-hmm. And just sort of stands and sort of listens for a minute.
Well, Brim, sometimes decisions like this aren't decisions that you necessarily need to make. I mean, have you spoken to your parents? Have you spoken to anyone else about this?
I mean, I asked around and I spoke to them and they said they support my decision, whatever I do. They just want me to be happy. But I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Well, who is next in line to do?
I don't think there is. There is someone next in line. It's been Carathar for a long time. We didn't need anyone else.
So not even the leaders are able to protect the city?
We never needed protection before until recently. And at this point, Carathar does sort of like approach and sort of puts a hand on Brim's shoulder. Yes, that is true, Brim. But these are different times and it's a different world. And while the world, I think, would be much better off with you saving the day, I think you would make an excellent leader in my stead until I return. And you can see Brim's eyes go wide. It's like, what? You want me to? You want me to look after everyone? Of course. That's why they call you Brim the Brilliant, is it not?
It is true.
And you can see he starts to well up.
I'm gonna look at the. I'm sorry, I forgot the leader's name.
Carathar.
Carathar. You're journeying with us to the capital, and
yes,
I'm sure we could petition them to send perhaps a small contingent of troops to help fend off any unwanted aggressors in the area.
Yes, that is the one of the conversations I intend to have, but I have also made arrangements with the dwarven people of Eridale, which is I understand it's a nearby city. They are to send some people over as a temporary measure.
You know, it's quite interesting. I have found icon way. I think if Brim is to stay, you may find the ability to entice the dwarves a bit in your negotiations if you're able to keep up with them in the tavern. So why not? And he's going to take his amulet of health and he's going to give it to Brim. Why not take this? I know it's a bit large for you, but it will allow you to drink just as much as those dwarves can and negotiate while you're doing it.
Sort of takes it and he's twirling it around in his feathers. And he just wraps his feathery arms around your leg and gives you a big hug.
Oh, we'll be back. You'll be adventuring with us in no time. As soon as you get a little garrison here.
And you see he pulls away. He pulls away and he puts the amulet on. And he's like... looks at everybody. How do I look?
You look absolutely smashing, pal. And
Distinguished.
I'm gonna kneel in front of Brim, put my arms around, put my hands on his shoulders, look straight into his eyes, and be like, and I tell you what, if anyone gives you trouble, just tell them Feronia is gonna come after them. Queen Feronia, wherever to my title is. And with that, I'm also gonna give him a very large bottle of my wild brew.
Oh, no.
And in case of emergencies, I think with you can only have a shot, but be careful. In case of emergencies, take this. And the bottle is kind of got kind of scribbles on it. It's kind of like the first draft of Feronia's commercialized wild brew. I was like, there you go.
He takes it.
I'm gonna miss you, but I think you're gonna do a very good job here. Brim the Brilliant. And then I'm going to give him a wee kiss on the head.
His feathers instantly flutter out.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Well, there's one more gift. It seems you're coming of age in a way. I am going to take liberty and say that Reese, at some point in time recently, has gotten 25 gold worth of silver powder.
Okay.
And he's going to kneel down. He's going to reach into a component pouch and pull out a mound of powdered silver. And he's going to whistle a little tune. Now, Brim. You are quite a leader. You helped us quite a bit. Going into the Shadowfell, you really showed who you are to me and to not only who you live with, but to yourself. And with your upcoming duties, I think it's only right for you to have a blessing. And with the rest of the tune, I'm going to cast Ceremony for Coming of Age. And
That's
you see this, the powdered silver start to gleam with moonlight as it kind of spirals around Brim from feet all the way up to a feather that's sticking out of his head. And he, for, it's not much, and we probably won't get to see it, but for the next 24 hours, when the target makes an ability check, they can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the ability check. And the creature can only benefit from this right once.
Amazing. And he takes a few moments just to take all this in. And he looks at each one of you in turn. Ah, the Wyld Ones. You know, when I was growing up, people used to say if you were wild, it was a bad thing. But I look at you all now, and I don't think there could be anything better. I've never been one for fate or destiny, or it's all a bit big for my small boy mind. But if I believe in anything in this world or any other world, I believe in you. And I'm not scared anymore of the shadows or anything else. Because whatever happens in this world, when it comes up against the Wyld Ones, it's fucked. I will miss you all. I will miss you all very dearly. But as long as I am part of these lands, then there is a home here for all of you. Anytime you need. Even if the rest of the world does not want anything to do with us, there will always be a home for you here.
I'm gonna grab him and give him the tightest hug ever, and just tearfully say in his little owl ears, like, "You'll always be a wild one." I'm gonna miss you so much, Prem.
He sort of wipes a tear out of your eyes. Don't cry, Feronia. This isn't goodbye. I'm excited. Because the next time I see you, you're going to have so many stories for me. I can hear about all the chaos, all the arguments with Bob and Reese. Everything. I want to hear every word.
And I want to hear all the stories from you when we get back, all right? You promise? It better be, that bottle better be at least half empty, half full, whatever you want to say it, half full, empty, by the time I get back, all right?
You got
And
it.
if someone's not missing at least like one finger, I'll be really disappointed.
I can certainly try.
Okay.
And then moves on to Reese. I don't know how clear it was up to now, but you're a big inspiration for me, Reese. We've walked similar paths in the way we equate music into our lives. I always wanted to be a tap dancer, but I didn't have the right shoes. And I thought that because of that, I wouldn't have a purpose in life. But sometimes you have to walk a different road. And I feel that you have experienced this as well. I've seen great change in you. And I feel emboldened by seeing the boldness in you now. And he sort of puts a feathery hand out onto one of your legs. I just want to say, may the moon shine over you, my friend.
And may she shine over you. Such big words for someone so small with a big destiny ahead.
Then turns to Frike. Ah, Frike. My hero. There is so many things I could say. I know sometimes you might feel like the past has defined who you are and who you will be, but I saw you take the past head on, and you're still standing. Now, in the grand scheme of things, that might mean many things, but to me, that means everything. Don't doubt yourself, Reich. If someone was to ask me what the dictionary definition of a good person is, I would say Frike. Gives your uncle a big hug.
Oh, Grim. You and all of you have taught me that home is not a place. It's a feeling that you get from people you care about. And with that in mind, I look forward to coming home again.
I'm even going to learn to bake. Then turns to Bob. Now, Bob, I want you to do me a favor. As clearly you are a man of great wisdom and have lived a life of many different experiences. I can't be with you all to watch over everybody, but will you watch over them for me in my stead?
I mean, I'll do my best. I think mostly I might be able to sort of nudge them in vague directions. I think
Sometimes a nudge is all you need.
I absolutely agree. I think that's very true. I'm very much looking forward to seeing exactly how they grow and change as we proceed. I think really the surprise is going to be when they discover who they are and they realize that everyone already knew.
I couldn't agree more. Also, when you do come back, could you get me some more of that snozberry leather?
Well, I would have to find a source of berry.
Well, yes, but if anyone can achieve the impossible, it is you, my friend.
We shall see. We shall see if I shall get you a branding by.
I will hold you to that. He lifts his hand up for a furry handshake.
Oh, I'll absolutely do a handshake and then just pull him in, give him a big ol'.
Yeah. And then he pulls away and turns to Connell. Mr. Hero!
I like you, kid.
Yeah, you're not bad yourself. I think you're going to do lots of good on your hero's journey. But don't be afraid to take leaps of faith. I know everything that happened with the really big cat, not big cat, bigger cat, made you feel like you'd failed him or let him down or something, but he's alive. And I mean, look, he's over there. He looks very happy. I think you're going to do a lot with that man, and there's more purpose behind this than I think even a god could see. I just want you to know that when the whole world is singing songs of the incredible hero Connell McGinnisy, that I was the #1 fan first, before everyone else. If there's a fan club, I'm the president.
Well, little president, what's your first decree?
My first decree. He looks back at the whole group. Be wild and give them hell.
Connell.
Party on, dudes.
Connell reaches out a hand for Brim to shake. And as he holds on to his wing, he says, Rule 35. A hero who won't be beaten can't be beaten. Give him hell, Brim.
That's a good point. Can I have a copy of your list of rules? It might come in handy.
Oh, sure. I'll make sure to like write them all down for you before we set ways.
Amazing. Thank you. Right. I need to go speak to my parents, let them know I'm staying and that I'm in charge now. This is a strange day already, and it's not even lunchtime. Okay. And he starts to run off, and he gets maybe about 20 feet away, and he stops. And he just turns around for one last look and a smile at the five of you. And he blows a kiss and runs off into the forest.
Connell puts it in his pocket.
I love that boy.
Which leaves us with the five of you in the main thoroughfare of the village.
Don't worry, Rhódania. We'll see him again.
Sooner rather than later, I hope. I just hope he's going to be okay and nothing happens to him. I suppose he's safer here, but if he came with us, I think we'd just be worrying about him the whole time.
He's a warrior of his own.
I know.
He'll be fine.
Still can't help it.
I mean, if we took Brim with us, who'd be here to protect Merchant's Rise?
I know.
We can stay here.
I guess I'm the small one to look after now.
You were always the small one to look after.
But Brim was smaller. Hey, don't give me that look, young man.
I mean, did you see the size of the shits? They were bigger than you.
Wow.
Just gonna find the closest rock and just kind of have a humph. Like, sit down. Just twiddle at my mistletoe.
Don't worry, Rhódania. We don't have to look after you in that way. We have to look after you because, that. And I'm going to point towards the wild brew pouch.
I'm commercializing it. I've made some extras so then we could, like, maybe either, like, make a few gold before leaving. I mean, that's why, another reason why I gave Brim the bottle is just to get, like, tasters out, you know? Start a client base.
Do you believe that
Start an enterprise.
It's safe for people to be drinking your wild?
It's like a mindset. I mean, when you have it, the outcome's just a little bit different for each person, you know?
Karatha, like, points at the pouch and is like,
Drink responsibly.
Didn't one of you say that this crashed the ship or something?
No, not this. It was another little boom boom.
Make a deception check.
the no good stuff. Deception check.
Make a deception check for that shit.
I'm serious here. It was the no good go-go juice. Fine.
Which is the well brew?
No. A 15.
A 15. Okay, let me roll. Natural 6. Okay, he believes you. Oh, sorry.
Telling the truth. That's why.
My mistake. My apologies.
I mean, to be honest, and then points at Connell. He's the one who helped me I mean, not helped me, but he's the one who was. He and I accidentally crashed the ship, so he's included as well, not just me.
I was making a cocktail.
Exactly, we're making the cocktail with the no good bad. Stay away from this silver juice. What was it called again? Then kind of turns to like Reese and Bob.
I don't remember. I was
shiny shit
trying to stop the ship from crashing the last time we played with it.
Hold on. Like, you're pinning the blame on me now?
You're an accomplice. You helped. I'm not going down for it. Just like that ship.
Well, dear Lord. Rhódania, there will come a day when you it might behoove you to acknowledge in the somewhat problematic nature of some of your groups. Not all of them, but there have been a few that have created some.
That's to do with the
moments.
That's to do with the beholder. Whoever drunk it, thunk it.
I'm sorry, what? What?
Hold on. There's a beholder.
What?
There's a beholder now? Yeah.
Carathal looks immediately concerned. A
Hey, there's no
beholder?
beholder. It might contain beholder, but it's
There's a beholder in that juice?
no.
I'm never drinking it again.
Have we been drinking beholder?
No. I'm the beholder. As in, like, whoever drinks it thinks it, and it happens.
Wait, so if it's a knife beholder, doesn't that mean we can turn to stone?
Give it a rest. It's not bloody literal.
Carathal just says, I'm going to get on the ship now.
Trying to be
Probably a
poetic.
good idea.
Don't want no part of beholders. Scuttles off.
I really think I'd be able to get bits of beholder in the forest. I don't think so. Don't be so stupid.
I'm going to. You see Bob just like first looking around because he wants to go learn more about flying the ship. But as he's leaving, you notice that like he doesn't like turn his back and then start walking. He's sort of walking a little sideways, like
He's crabbing it.
And just like kind of walking.
Oh god. Jeez, I can't believe people are just taking me literally. I'm trying to be poetic and cool.
I mean,
as you say, you're trying to be like sort of muttered under his breath. Yeah, that siren was real poetic. Like she was a regular Maya Angelou. Like
I'll just smack you. Smack you right on the arse. Bad Bob.
You get a claw.
Zoidberg it.
I don't know, with this smack on the ass, are you trying to seduce him?
No. Wait. Calm down. Okay. I'm just gonna harumph again on my rock.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
while Bob is learning how to fly a ship, what are we doing now? We're not staying here. We just said bye to Brim, so where are we going?
Somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah,
Do we go with the ship? Or jump off this branch, or
I'm interested to go to the capital. I do want to get in some fights at like a fighting arena and maybe make a couple make a few gold.
I've never been before.
light ring, but how do we find one?
Well, I'm only assuming that the capital city of the land would have like a big arena where they accept all contenders and you can show off your might and yeah. I mean,
or it could be like some cities where there's an underground fighting ring where it's not exactly legal.
Well, that's
Like
what I was
like a fight
thinking you
club.
were talking about. Coliseum sounds fun, though.
Yeah. I just want to fight lots of strong guys. And girls. And thems.
You just want to fight everyone, don't you, Connell?
Yeah,
Yes.
I get a good
You found a
I get
mirror,
a
you'd
good
want to
judge of
fight
character.
yourself.
He's the
What was
California
that?
Thems.
I said if you could find a mirror, you'd want to fight yourself.
Yeah. You hear that? That's the ambulance for me.
Good. Yeah, I say let's go to the city. I can find some more people who might be interested in buying some of my wild brew. You never know. Start that business hustle.
You
Girl
might be
boss
able
it.
to find a what are they called? An investor.
Oh, what do they do?
Well, they invest in your idea and help you get started, and then maybe you can find a factory who would make it, and then pump it out so you. Yeah.
But what if vests got to do with it?
But what?
Vests. What have vests got to do with wild brew?
It's an.
Are they like sweater
investor.
vests?
I look stunning in a sweater vest, but that's not what I'm talking about. An
I
investor
don't
is someone
understand you
who.
sometimes, Reese.
See, you're putting the wrong emphasis on the word. It's invest, not vestor.
Ah, see, I got you there. I know. You guys got me with the older shit, and I got you with this, I think. Can we get some vests anyway? Like, will you be like, do you want to be my partner in Wild Brew? I mean, you got the good part of the Wild Brew. You can do all the talking. I'll do all the making, but I get most of the money, and we could both wear vests.
I got the siren. How was that a good part?
That's the best bit.
Maybe for you.
Jesus.
She nearly killed me. You betted her.
It's part of her, act.
Maybe I made her jealous. She doesn't think.
And then I'm just gonna sidle away a wee bit.
Let's put a golden pin in that. We will get back to it later.
Say, Reese, maybe when we get to the capital, you can perform a couple of gigs.
I mean, I think we all could. We all have some sort of musical talent. The Wyld Ones sounds like a band name, does it not?
Whoa, that's rocking. Yeah. I mean, if there's any way for us to make a couple gold, it's probably that.
We do need practice, though.
If we perform in a tavern, we might be able to get a room free.
I've never stayed at a tavern before. It's fun.
That's fair. Frank and I did. That's where we got our muffins initially.
It was nice.
Okay.
First time for everything. So, yeah.
Anyway, are
So-
we ready?
Yes. Be away.
Right. So, you gather all your things, you go on board the ship. The captain looks over to Bob and says, "Do you want to do the honors?"
Let's see if I can do a little better than. Wow.
Yes, let's all hope so. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check with advantage.
All right, let's see.
Can I,
See. Where's my d20? There's my.
Before you make your roll, can I go up there and guidance?
Yeah. Very useful.
Okay,
Please.
I'm going to go up and I'm going to touch him on the back.
Let's get out of here, Starboy.
I'm going to cast guidance.
Okay. So that's a D4, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you get a D4
All
to
right.
roll. So, how do we go?
Yeah, there's let's see how this is gonna go. Oh, so and then I add a D4 to it.
You add a D4, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I got a 4 on that. So it's a total of 1.
A total what, sorry?
A total of 21.
21. Much improved on last time. The training seemingly successful, as smooth as butter. The discourteous Rose rises up from the dock turns around and begins to leave Roshan's Rise. You look off the side of the ship and you can see running on a tree branch, waving, Brim Smallboy, saying his final farewell.
As he is running, I'm gonna wave to him, and because I'm taking my hand up when the ship's just gonna go long. And I'm like,
The captain's like, "Oh, are you sure you got this?"
It's fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Anyway, Bob, I'll wait for you.
Thank you, Rhódania.
And you keep on waving until you can no longer see the small boy in the vast branches of Roshan's Rise. So, it takes a few weeks to get to the capital. We won't roll for every day, but can I get 2 people to roll me a d20?
I call one.
Ooh, I got a natural 20.
Okay.
I got a 3.
A 3,
So we
okay.
get everything on this trip.
Reese, go ahead and roll me a
It's the ship
d8.
again.
A D8? Oh, fuck. That's an 8.
An 8?
I gotta be like that, Reese. I gotta be like that.
Okay.
I tried.
So thankfully, we had a nat 20, which lessens the effect of the eldritch storm that you nearly sailed into that was passing through. I
Can't even drive, you damn storm!
I feel like there was like this giant storm happening, this crazy. And Bob had read about these storms in many times, and they are really unique meteorological phenomena. And so he's just sort of like not even thinking about it. He just starts sailing towards it, and then right at the last minute suddenly realizes, oh shit. Like side of the ship is a little singed.
Bob!
Look, oh yes. Oh, of course, yes. I was. He looks very wistfully. As soon as I was going to.
Rather not meet my family today. We're good.
So, the rest of the journey goes relatively uneventful. Is there any sort of RP moments that anyone would like to do before the ship arrives? Anything you'd like to go over now while you're on the ship? Because it's a couple of weeks, so you've got plenty of time. Frank?
Yes, at some point, Frike would have sought out the captain.
Okay.
And part of it would be an apology. She'd be very, sorry that her family were the ones to take her hostage, but at the same time, she wants to ask if she remembers overhearing anything they said, anything useful, or any details about the two of them, things like that.
Okay. So she thinks about it for a second. Rolls a 3 on her history check. It's a bit of a blur really. Don't remember a great deal of it, other than it was a lot of pain and anguish. Sorry, no, I was a little distracted at the time. Thank you, though. Thank you all for coming. And, I figured I was a goner. But Thank you.
I'm truly sorry it happened, but even more relieved that you are back.
And don't worry, family's a bitch. You haven't met my sister. She's something else.
I've never met my sister. I have one, though.
Well, I hope she's a bit more kind and forgiving than Imelda is, because believe me, even the name just boils my blood.
I hope so, too. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, anything else?
Over the course of the trip.
Yeah?
Over the course of the trip. Reese is going to practice his aim with guiding bolt
Okay.
at birds that are like flying by, so like random geese and pigeons and whatnot. And he like
Okay.
You are friend!
It's like a trail of like dead geese behind us.
All right.
Fuck's sake.
I want some random NPC to be hit in the head with a burnt goose.
Do you know what? I can't pass up an opportunity like this. Go ahead and roll for attack.
I'm loving the ultimate music, by the way. It makes me so happy.
It's a skill challenge.
Dinner.
Can we just get Wyatt to play Duck Hunt?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a 9 for the first roll.
Okay.
Doing great.
It goes through a cloud quite nicely. And you could swear you hear this bird laugh at you. It's like,
Oh, that's it. And I'm gonna like shoot another one.
okay.
That's a 15.
A 15. So you don't get a full hit, but you do clip its wing enough so that it's now like, it's a partial hit. And give it one more.
Is there another one, or is it just this one for now?
I'd say there's a flock of them. If you wanted to go
There's
for a different
flock
one.
of them?
Yeah.
Formation of geese, just big V.
Yeah.
the big V.
You made it dark.
Okay, that's fine.
You penetrate that V with your guiding bolt.
I'm shit. Oh,
couldn't help
guidance
it,
doesn't
sorry.
do shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to go one more
Mm-hmm.
at this one. It's not as bad as the 6. It's a 9 plus 3, so 12.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
Okay, bet. Wait, do I have inspiration? I do have inspiration. Can I use inspiration?
Yeah, of course.
I forgot who gave me inspiration.
Just a quick one. Am I seeing him doing all this?
I would have thought so, yeah.
I'm gonna have a go at guiding bolt and show him how it's done.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. When he's
So how-
done.
Okay, so the inspiration, which I just rolled a d6, was a 5, and then the 4 was 3, so 20.
Okay. So that definitely you've adjusted your aim now. You've figured out exactly the right way to do it, and poof, direct hit on one of them as it falls down onto the deck of the ship. Roll me another d4 for me, real quick.
3.
Okay. Feronia, as this bird clatters you in the head after being hit by a guiding bolt, how do you respond?
Raging. Fucking raging.
You're not a barbarian.
I wish. primal savagery, and then feathers just flying all over the place.
I mean,
Well, I'm shocked. Okay.
I mean, you are a cat. It's free meal.
Yeah. Okay. Why not? I'm just gonna. I will be going like a bit crazy and then just grab it in my mouth.
Okay. Reese is
guessing
just
it's
like,
bigger than me,
put
though.
it down.
I wasn't gonna eat it. Hi. You didn't see that, did you?
Oh, I saw that.
Gift of gab.
Incredible.
God. Do you want me to give you a few pointers?
Sure, yeah.
So the way you're doing it, you need to kind of like not hit directly at it, but kind of like a little bit to the left. It also might be best if you just do the whole, especially as we're in the sky and it's windy and everything. Because you want to think of the trajectory and also for the wind speed and everything, and just make sure that it because in this point you're going to overshoot it or undershoot it, and you just need, if we're flying, you can get I mean, I can show you if you like.
Can I just ask the viewers at home who claimed a Feronia talk?
No, this was our mate.
And chickens come home to roost.
I want a Feronia talk about cats.
Yeah.
Feronia, it's magic. The wind isn't going to affect it.
Ye of little faith.
Bob! Does wind affect the trajectory of a magical spell?
Say it does, say it does.
Say, Bob, at the wheel of the ship, you do hear Reese calling out to you.
I'm sorry, what exactly?
He doesn't care. Just leave him alone. He's busy.
I mean, I am flying a ship trying to avoid storm at the time.
You can give me 1% of your brain. Does wind affect the trajectory of a magical spell?
It really depends on what spell it is and what's going on. If, for instance, you are casting a fireball spell, it won't affect the trajectory, but it might affect the way that the fire spreads afterwards, things like that. It could very well be if you were and you just for quite some time about individual spells and whether or not they might be depending on the circumstance and what's going on, where the wind's
I feel like I'm just sitting there like smugly, just like looking up at Reese and like.
Does he touch on guiding bolt?
As soon as you when you say guiding, immediately he's like, oh no.
I'm just gonna look back at Feronia.
You were
What does
saying.
he know? What does he know?
Well, now how do you have guiding bolt if you're a druid?
I just do. I'm starry and shit.
Alright, shit. That's the new t-shirt.
Yeah.
We need Feronia in her star form. I'm starry and shit.
Yep, that's literally it.
What is this noise I'm making tonight? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh.
Fine. Well, if you need help with, that stuff, just let me know. I'm only trying to help you. All right?
Well, what hand position works best for you when you're casting this? What is this?
So I'm just kind of, I'm trying to think of what I'm like in the moment. I mean, sometimes it's like this.
That's what she said.
like the. God, realize my hands like that.
Phrasing.
But like, I don't know. It's just everyone has their own. I mean, it really depends on the moment. Shut up.
That's what she said.
In bed.
Sometimes I do a little jiggle beforehand. But
In bed.
stop making things sexy.
Veronia jiggle
like
jiggles in bed.
Reese is going to do like a little shimmy and then guiding bolt another bird.
Okay, roll for an attack.
Please tell me this works. It'll be so amazing if it does.
I want it not fucking funny. Like,
It's not a
That's not
nat 20,
enough.
but it's a 16, making it a 19.
A 19. Another direct hit.
A little shimmy helps. It's like you know that gif of like the cat doing like this and the guy's going. I feel like it's that kind of moment.
Just, okay, gotta get the right,
I'm just
that.
I'm just imagining that like Veronia is trying to get you to do the thing that cats do where they arch the back when they're pissed off.
Reese, have you tried doing it with maybe like as you're hitting it, just kind of hop onto one foot and the other one just kind of like that?
That looks stupid.
Who cares? Method. It's the art.
I want
try
to
it.
see you do that.
All right, I'll do it, but I've got different movements, so.
No, you have to do it exactly like you said you wanted me to do it.
Oh, like I said with the brew, it's like everyone's just different. But okay, if you want me to do it, I'll do it.
Do it.
All right. Okay. So, does a 14 hit?
Just misses, I'm afraid.
See, I told you, it doesn't work for me. I'm too short.
I love that.
And what? You are the most confusing teacher.
Everyone learns in different ways, dear.
I feel like that's an excuse teachers tell themselves when they're doing a bad job.
You just need to try harder. A little bit more focus and you'll be fine. All right? Just kind of like, well, I can't reach his shoulder, but I'm just going to pat him as high as I can. Just like, all right, well, you keep practicing. In the meantime, I'm going to go grab this goose and take it off with me, all right? Maybe I'll see if Frank wants some.
Good luck. I hope it isn't poisoned.
Just going to grab it.
Wow.
I'm going to go find Frank.
Okay.
The shade is real from that tiny.
The gaslighting as well.
And
I
with
know Bob definitely wants to have like a moment whenever it's.
So what we'll do is we'll go for a quick 5-minute break and then we'll come back and we'll go straight to Bob and anything else until we arrive within the capital city of Ethereon. We will see you in about 5 minutes. See you soon. And welcome back, everybody. We are back with the Rhódania Chronicles. Our group is currently on board the Discourteous Rose after having parted ways with their dear friends at Roshan's Rise after saving the day and a very emotional farewell with one Brim Smallboy, who is elected to stay behind to be the hero that they need and deserve in Roshan's Rise. So, during the journey, a few RP moments to go over, starting with Bob.
So Bob is obviously having a delightful time with this ship. He definitely needs a little someone to sort of help maintain his focus because on his world you didn't have these kinds of flying airships, so he's very interested, like if you veer off course towards them, has to be reminded that the capital's that way. But in the evenings, he has a tendency to find himself down in the cabaret.
Of course.
You know, but it seems like he only like spends time there when the bartender he likes is serving.
Well,
You little minx.
Winston is ever
You're
present
married.
within the Rose's
Listen,
Thorn.
no slut shaming here.
As you approach the bar and cleaning the glass, looking as sharp as ever, is Winston. It's like, good evening, sir. How goes the piloting?
And all you hear Bob say is just, how are you doing?
Doing quite well, sir. Doing quite well. Managed to get the place cleaned up after the little incident before, but yeah, business is good.
Oh, yes. I'm glad you survived, and with all in.
Oh, well, take a lot more to take me out. There's more to me than meets the eye, believe me, sir.
Bob just immediately goes bright red. It's like, I bet there is. It is all Bob is thinking is like, you are doing great right now. It was so smooth.
Do you want to make a persuasion check against yourself?
He's Bob's gonna get his normal Cosmo.
Well, you can see because he's made a few of these for you now, and you can see this time he's added a little bit of flourish, like there's some sugar on the rim of the glass. There's a few little personalized bits there.
Little zhuzh. There's one of the things that Bob has is prestidigitation, and he sees the sugar on the rim, and he just sort of like takes his finger and like taps it, and suddenly the sugar to like sparkle a little bit in different colors, and he looks down at the Cosmo and just sees, like his sort of spark face in the Cosmo, and then looks back up and just, it's very sweet of you.
He just looks directly at you without breaking eye contact and just raises one eyebrow.
It is meant to be pun, because you see it's sugar, which is sweet, and then put it on the rim of the glass. I'm indicating that you yourself are kind, which is synonymous with sweet, and that's.
He leans forward, puts both elbows on the bar. It might be bold of me to say, sir, but you're rather cute when you flirt.
There's Bob, like it looks like he turns like purple. Like there's so much space. He's just going right past that. And he like as Winston leans in, Bob just sort of like gets sort of a whiff of him, whiff of those pheromones, and he says, "Oh, that was and faints, just falls on the ground."
And he sort of leaps over the bar and crouches down over you. And sees that you're okay and just sort of chuckles to himself and says, "Oh, you appear to have spilt a little bit on your shirt, sir. Allow me." And he clicks his fingers and prestidigitates the stain out of your shirt and just gives you a little brush and say, "There we go."
I like as I sort of climb back up. I'm just gonna look down at the drink and be like, it's very strong, isn't it? This drink I have not yet tasted. I'm doing a really good job of playing it off. Just want to let you know. I say you're quite nimble, jumping across the bar like that.
Oh, I have my skills, sir.
Like what? Like what?
I'm not one to. How do they say it? I'm not one to kiss and tell, sir.
Bob immediately gets he's like, oh, well, I'm sure whoever you've been kissing is delightful, and wonderful.
Not quite as refined as present company, sir.
And Bob will sort of, well, I mean, I did used to teach. This one must learn how to comport oneself.
Would it be reasonable for someone such as myself to assume that you could teach me a thing or two, sir?
As soon as this teach, you see, the two sides of Bob's brain, sort of divergent. If they're trying to, separate his skull right now. Half of him is instantaneous, well, of course there's a million things I can teach you. We could discuss physics and astronomy, geography, and all of that. And then the other side of him is just, it's like the cartoon of the wolf, going and because of that, all that comes out of his mouth is, yeah.
He just chuckles to himself and says, "Well, the night's still young, sir. I get off in about an hour."
Well, that sounds this, and he's trying to think of something. This ship could be quite dangerous. I could escort you so you don't get hurt in the hallway.
Sort of moves in closer to you and puts a hand on your tie and runs his thumb down your tie. It's like, "You can escort me anywhere you like, sir."
And he is going to just, in a moment of insane bravery, he's just going to take one of his fingers and then lift the hand from the tie and just kiss the knuckle very gently, and then pick up his drink and watch the show.
Yeah. I'll say for the remainder.
Are you about to throw up? I feel like that's what that is. Is that what the face is? Is that the?
And for the sake of brevity, we'll say that the events of the rest of the night can remain to the audience's interpretation, shall we say.
Because neither one of us kiss and tell.
Mm-hmm. All right. Amazing.
But I will say there is no small amount of damage to Bob's the next morning.
That's what?
I mean, depending on how it goes, you might wake up with a point of inspiration.
He's that good.
Oh God.
So, meanwhile,
None of us
elsewhere
are topping that.
on the ship,
I reckon you just close the session. Like, we can't follow that.
I mean, you don't know.
Wait, so who am I flirting with?
I mean, don't
You're
threaten me with a
I've got.
don't threaten me with a good time. Hang on, I just have
Flirt with all
noticed.
the players now, don't you?
Hey, don't threaten me with a good time. I've just noticed that the
scared.
bog tarts are apparently out of stock. Why is that? Let me fix that.
Strange.
Feronia did it.
Yeah, but it should have reset. That's the thing. Let me
Yeah,
check.
it says it's out of stock because I wanted to redeem it again.
I do think Bob. I
was
just think
going to
Kyle
too.
should get a free Bob talk since he wasn't here for the first official one last week.
I don't know if that's
What do you,
punishment for us or for him.
What do you need? What do you need explained?
Jazz, alcohol, and pheromones.
30.
Absolutely. So as Bob is watching this delightful show at the cabaret, his form of continuing the flirtation, explain actually what's going on, and he starts with, there are not in fact 3 modes of learning. There are in fact 7 that they have discovered, and one of them is music. It's strangely enough very, very tied to math. It's because of the rhythmic nature of music. So typically a musician will math, but they will also have a very delightful creative side. It's really quite interesting. There is the ties between music and the sort of the way that a person experiences it also have an actual chemical component. They've found that music will in fact release both serotonin and dopamine into someone's brain depending on the kind of thing they are listening to. This also extends to increases and decreases in intelligence based on what's going on. If you're listening to nonverbal classical music, it will actually increase your IQ according to test scores. But let's get back to the more sort of chemical component of it, because one of the things it will also do is it will release pheromones, and I don't know if you know what pheromones are, but they are the things that actually sort of let you know that you are attracted to somebody as you are experiencing them. I'm personally experiencing them pretty heavily right now when you sort of pass back. And it's really quite delightful because that releases a hormone called oxytocin, also known as the love drug. It's a bonding drug that gets released into your bloodstream that actually it is what the feelings of love are based on. That's something that happens with oxytocin, but it can be amplified by music depending on the kind of music you're listening to. So maybe we should ask them to do a little jazz.
There we go. Amazing.
Reese's IQ just went up 1 point.
Think by the end of the night, after your last Cosmo is poured, just casually lying next to it on the bar is a room key.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Winston likes educational guys. What can I say?
Smart is sexy. All right.
Exactly.
What?
So So, moving swiftly on.
Fade to black.
I believe. Right, did
next
you
morning.
have something you wanted to do?
Yes, at some point, Frike would have gone to find Thrasham to see if the mark on his chest is still there.
Okay. So, you look around the ship for a bit and you find Thrasham is, even though it's like the dead of night, is out on the deck of the ship, just sort of looking out at the night sky, taking in the fresh air. It's a clear night as well, so you can see all the different landscapes around you. You can see the edge of the Mithril Mountains going past. In the distance, there's Merrimwind, the little village where you all met, where recently there has been some interesting developments that you all missed. Some bear-related incidents that your characters don't know about. But yes, you find Thrasham upon the deck.
Hello.
Ah, good evening.
I've already spoken to the captain about what happened before and just expressed how profoundly sorry I was, but I'd like to extend the same courtesy to you, and if you wouldn't mind, could I take a look at your wound and see if it's still there?
Oh, by all means, yes. But no apologies are required. In the line of duty, we are expected to put our lives on the line in the ever-ongoing fight against the forces of evil. I was doing my part, and you were doing yours. Yes, and he sort of unbuttons the shirt that he's wearing, and indeed, the wound is still present.
Okay. Can I make an attempt at investigating it or maybe medicine checking it again?
You certainly can. How would you like to flavour this check? That'll tell me which skill you need to roll.
I think she's looking for any sign of that, like, pain in her head that came around again, like if it's going to happen to her again, or if he's at all affected by her examining his wound, just to see if there's a connection there, or if it only appears to happen to her.
Okay, so go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Not great, but okay. Holy crap, that's 19.
19. Okay. So you're examining it, and for all intents and purposes, it appears just the same as before, and you feel that there's something there. And when you looked at it last time, this presence, whatever it is, that resides within this wound, caused you a great deal of pain, like a migraine. And you feel it sort of starting again, but you're able to fend it off. And the whole time you're looking back at Thrasham, and he's not reacting in any way.
Very curious. Given what... Oh, sorry.
I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that it's quite large and black and red, I wouldn't even know it's there. There's no pain, or it's like a strange tattoo almost. Not really my style, but, you know.
Is there... Have you sensed any magic at work? I'm not as familiar with magic myself, but
I'm afraid that's not quite my forte either. I'm very good at
perhaps
punching people and using weapons, but the arcane's a step in a direction I never really took, so to speak.
we may wish to ask Bob to examine this further.
Well, when we land, I know a few people that might be able to gain a bit of insight into it and hopefully deal with it.
Given what all of us learned about the dark forces that invaded Roshan's Rise and the connection that it had back to members of my family, I can't help feeling some amount of guilt. So I would really like to see that this wound is examined closely and we can determine its exact origin.
But of course, but please, don't take guilt or responsibility. From what I can tell, they may be family, but you've not had a connection with them for a number of years. From what I understand, more years than I've been alive. So they may be family by blood, but I think your real family is on board this ship.
You're right about that.
So don't
Well,
take
thank you.
responsibility. It is quite all right. I owe you a lot for your efforts in rescuing myself and the captain and achieving the goal of our mission. We couldn't have done it without you. So thank you.
She bows in a somewhat stilted manner, but just says, I appreciate you letting me examine your wound. And I've never felt more honored to be aboard such a fine craft as this, in such fine company.
Fine company indeed. The feeling is mutual. You see, he sort of looks up at the sky and is like, I do find it strange, though. There's been a lot of full moons as of late. It's usually once a month, but I think this is the 4th we've had? I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about that sort of thing, but interesting. It is rather lovely to look at.
Perhaps Reese would know something about that.
Perhaps. Yes.
Well, enjoy your evening.
You too. He continues to sit there.
Bow awkwardly again and scuttle away.
Okay. And I believe Connell, you had something?
Yeah, so over the course of a few weeks, Connell, how big are the cannonballs on the ship?
Good question. So, the ship doesn't have cannons per se. It has a large ballista on the front, and then some smaller ones on the sides. So there's like 3 on either side that are sort of small, like kind of like large crossbows almost, and then there's a big ballista on the front.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the idea was, well, So that was mind point A. So point B is I'd imagine Connell would be going to Bob every day. At the beginning of every day, he just goes to Bob and asks him to like increase his density. So when he goes to do his chores around the ship, like be it cleaning or like moving something from point A to point B, he's doing it with added weight so he can try and get himself stronger, like weighted training. So yeah, Connell's just doing his exercises in on the ship.
You need a capsule corp gravity chamber, don't you?
There's definitely like as you know, each day you ask him, there's definitely a more where he seems he seems a little happier. There's like a lightness in his step. You know, he's singing a little bit to himself.
Hey Bob, did you cast any magic this morning yet? You're glowing. Something's up.
I mean, it's not magical per se, but you know, it could be. I mean, what are you implying?
Oh, I mean, you've been spending a lot of time flying the ship, and I don't know, maybe some of the magic juice from the crystal is charging you up.
Magic juice, yes. So. Yes, there's yes, it's the crystal magic juice. Yes. What can I do for you this morning?
Yeah, so can you make me or my clothes heavier? Essentially, I want to try and get faster, get a little bit stronger while doing all my things on the ship. So yeah.
I appreciate that you're explaining it to me again.
Yeah.
I need you to explain it to me every. I appreciate it though, the thoroughness of that. There's absolutely. Why don't we try? And what are you wearing today?
So because like it's just been like pretty casual on the ship, he's just wearing his like red tunic. He doesn't have like the shoulder guards on or like the straps. It's just the red tunic and the bracelets on his normal attire.
Oh, why don't we? You know, today. Why don't we today? Let's work out. You know, so your arms today. Make sure as you're working that you keep your core engaged, because otherwise you'll start hunching with the weight of the bracelets.
Yeah, gotcha.
And you see him sort of giggle a little when he does that. So, and then it's a little intense this time, and they just go whoa, right down to the ground. It's like, oh no, what? Sorry, no. And he sort of lightens it a little. Can
I actually do like an athletics or strength check to see if I can stand that?
Go ahead, make a strength check.
D&D Beyond is loading the roll. That is a 10.
A 10. Oh, it's just a little bit much for today. Maybe in a couple of days you might be able to do it, but it is a bit intense.
We can lighten that for
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And he lightens so that like you can pull it up off the definitely. Like you're gonna be working out on your chores today.
I'm gonna be feeling this tonight. All right, thanks, Bob. And Connell goes off to do all his bits and pieces. He's also gonna, as he's like carrying boxes or barrels I think with the crew on the ship, Connell's asking them if he can do their jobs, just to get more work to do.
Yeah, I mean, there's no complaints from the crew. A lot of them are like, "Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, please. I'll go for a break."
And as Connell is carrying something and he passes by Craig, he's just like, "Oh hey," and he puts on like the crate that he's carrying. I think I've been meaning to talk to you. I think we should work on a combo move.
Min.
Like if we're going into these fighting rings, we got to do like a tag team thing. Like I don't know, like. I don't know if you can swap places with people, but like if I was able to grab them and suplex them, maybe like you swap places with me and then you're in the suplex and then I can come in and I don't know. We can workshop it.
If I were to teleport into your arms and then you would throw me,
Double suplex.
That could work. Like one thing I was thinking of is, what if I threw your battle axe, you teleport to the axe, and then you come down in a big slam strike?
I like that. We should do that.
Yeah, and then it also means like
there's a crew member walking past who's like, "Oh, what you could also do is you could get the magic man over there to make the axe heavy, so that it comes down with even more force."
Brilliant.
You know, Random NPC, I was thinking that. Like, I was thinking we should all have working combo moves together. Like me and Bob pulled one off whenever I did the big rocket punch. I mean, why couldn't we all have little combos together? So yeah, like definitely, like maybe with me being able to turn into a giant briefly, like maybe you can use that as like. You can use my back as a platform to do cool monk shit and backflip off and kick someone. I don't know. We'll workshop it.
Yeah. I like that.
Your DM
Maybe
approves
if
of this.
I can run fast instead of getting hit by an enemy. So if I ran... What if I teleported onto your shoulders?
Oh, and then I turn giant. So like you go like an elevator.
Yeah.
What's an elevator?
An elevation of sorts.
From your shoulder, perhaps I could jump down. Plus, with the dense axe, I could jump down and swing for an even more powerful attack. Ooh, I like that.
I was also thinking of so with me becoming a bigger guy, there's more of me to help. There's more of me in the way of someone else. So what if I was able to use myself as a shield, essentially? So if there was like oncoming fire, I could like brace myself and take whatever's coming. I could also just chuck you out of the way if something was coming at you.
Yes.
And then you teleport back like a boomerang.
Yes.
I wonder if there's like some way. I haven't tried it yet, but like with my fire root, I'm able to create like these fire chains. I wonder if there was a way for us to like almost like lasso and kind of like fling the guy around.
I've seen you pick up Rhódania and Brim before, and I think it would be fun to try at least once.
Oh, you want to fly sometime?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of the reason why I'm getting Bob to put me through this like strength training. I want to be able to make sure I can, well, one, protect you guys, and two, be able to fight cooler with you guys.
Is Connell just
Because-
making his way through the group so he can yeet everyone?
You got it,
Oh.
Kyle.
God's sake.
Needed ones.
Because as much as it is great to like fight and protect and do all the hero stuff, you gotta have some presentation in your stuff too. Like, yeah.
Agree. Well, we have a lot to practice, don't we?
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Me too.
We probably shouldn't try the throwing tactics while we're still in the air, though. I don't want to risk you not coming back on the ship.
The next time we're on the ground, then sounds like a plan.
Okay, well, these boxes aren't going to move themselves.
Okay. Anything else from anyone before we make landfall?
I just want to just casually just give Frike the goose because I've been carrying it for a while. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Well, you can thank Reese for this as well. He kind of helped, but
And because of the guiding bolt, it's already cooked.
yeah,
You brought us
mean,
dinner.
it's
That was so
fish.
thoughtful.
it's no fish, and you know, I just because I couldn't catch the fish before. At least you got a bit of goose.
Hey,
This
guys,
this goose.
I can imagine when we're all like the dinner table, Frike, Fronia, and Reese. I'm gonna like lean in and be like, "Hey guys, have you noticed Bob seems like he's like glowing a little bit?"
Oh, I know what that's about. Bob got the booby. That's what he got.
Bob has boobies. What?
I'm sorry, what?
The booby. You know what the booby is. Come on.
The Bulby?
No.
Booby. B-O-A-B-Y. Booby.
Is this a Scottish thing, Mike? Because I'm not.
It is a Scottish thing.
Okay.
Thing. Okay.
So even I had to make an insight check on that. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He got the, you
It's
know,
a Scottish thing.
the bird caught the worm, so to speak.
I'm sorry. Anytime you do male anatomy and you use, it's a little insulting.
No, I mean, okay, what do you want me to put then? Just that.
I mean, yes.
Got the sword.
Yes.
There you go.
He got the baby's
He
arm
unsheathed the
off
sword.
apple.
Technically, this sign in ASL is wood.
Okay. He chopped
There you
some
go.
Oh
wood.
wait, closed fist. There it is.
Okay, all right, there you go.
See, Rhódania Chronicles, you even learn things here.
You do.
Ow!
Learn about pheromones and oxytocin and sign language and Rhodanian slang.
Well, I mean, at least that's what I'm guessing that happened. I mean, it could have just been telling each other night stories, but yeah, that's the face I usually have after a good night, anyway.
You're saying, Reese?
Something just came to me. I want to try something. I'm gonna go look for Fellerman.
Okay, yeah. Fellerman is he's like in the corridors. He's like fixing like a door hinge that's broken. Like he's a bit of a handyman. So
Okay, I would like to sneak and be stealthy about it, and not be
Okay.
seen by him.
go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh, that's cocked. Damn it! And that was a nat 20, possibly. Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
16 plus 6. I have a plus 6. Jesus Christ. Okay. 23.
Wow.
22.
I rolled a 19 for him, which I thought would be enough, but clearly not. So you sneak up behind Fellerman.
Cool. I need a wisdom saving throw from him. As I cast Crown of Madness, because I've never done it before and I'm curious.
Okay. Shit. That is a natural 2.
Bet. Cool. So there's this crown of thorns and daggers that like wraps around his head magically. It's not like actually there. It's just kind of visually there. Oh, and a madness glows in its eyes. Cool.
Okay.
Who are you doing this to?
Bellerman, you know the dude that I made super scared of you before the ship fell?
Right, I'd forgotten about.
Oh, Billy the Butcher guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Now he's under my control for a minute. I'm gonna tell him to go poke the captain, and I'm gonna go sit back down. That's it.
So
Why are you doing this to him? That's what I want to know.
you see him drop his tools, and like the South Park clip that went viral on TikTok recently, the "Kill John Lennon," he's just like, poke the captain. Fucking poke the captain. And he strolls on up to the deck. Captain. And she just turns slowly. You know when someone's really pissed off and they just turn slowly? It's just like... In fact, let me roll to hit. Natural 20. She hits him that hard that he almost like cartwheels onto the floor.
This guy is not having a good time, like, when it comes to our group. He lost his knees or something and his leg, and now he's getting possessed by the big cat and then knocked for, whatever, by the captain.
So, is it a minute, did you say?
It's for a minute, so I'm guesstimating that around that time that he like completes it, it fizzles out.
Yeah.
But Reitz doesn't know. He just goes and sits back down with his crew, so he doesn't know what actually happened. He just commanded them to go poke the captain.
It's such a bitch. I love it. Yeah. So
all Bob is thinking if he sees this is goddamn cats. Just crash the fucking ship again.
Yeah, like Bob will just hear like, what fucking came over me? I'm sorry, Captain. I'm sorry. And she's like, I have every bloody mind to throw you off the side of the ship. And they're just having a massive dispute.
I do want to say that everyone can see the crown of thorns when he is possessed. When he's charmed, not possessed. So they probably
I'm gonna run up
and then it
onto
just
Cody's just thinking he's got a nice hat, that's all.
As that's happening, I'm gonna run up on deck and just my ship. It's like, well, my goodness, who cast spells on you? Is that
what fucking happened? Was it you? You're a caster.
Well, good sir, how dare you? I've been standing here this whole time. I would never do such a thing.
I was downstairs.
I've got half a mind to smack you harder than the captain does, accusing me of such a thing.
And he goes to answer back and then remembers the event in the bar. And he's like, right, I'm sorry. Fucking, I'll take it easy. I'll go back and finish fixing my door. And he sort of walks off, rubbing his face like, fucking hell, that hurt.
Connell, he goes back to fix the door, and Connell's already on it.
Oh. Fucking as you were then. Fuck. It just storms off. Amazing.
Reese is just is just sitting there eating a turkey leg.
Pot stirrer. Are you that?
I mean, when you do your chores and there's nothing else to do and you've perfected shooting geese out of the air, I mean,
There's always something else
Perfected.
to do. I mean,
do I really want to do that?
You've been working on targeting spells. Maybe you work on area of effect spells. Maybe helping to fly the ship by creating gusts of wind, or creating claps of sound, or something like that. There's always.
I worked on my other spells, enchantment spells.
Oh, recently?
You could say that, yeah.
This morning, perhaps?
No.
Oh, no, that wasn't you. It created that, I believe it was a crown of madness.
Oh, that was 5 minutes ago.
Yes. Was that you?
Well, yeah, of course it was me.
Reese.
Bob.
Reese.
Bob.
I feel like perhaps you owe that gentleman an apology.
You just told me to practice, and I did.
Why don't we do this? If you must practice enchantment, let's do it in a safe environment. Let's, when the galley is empty, perhaps we could gather our friends, and then you could practice on us, and we can create an environment where no one will be harmed by it, and we all trust each other. So no one will do anything. If you command someone to fight or something, we can all stop them before they do. Or if you command them to, eat grass, or, drink one of Rhódania's brews. Just, we can stop them from doing anything that'll potentially get them killed or the ship destroyed.
Oh, what? You mean like this? And I'm going to cast Crown of Madness on Rhódania.
So, for any, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you fucking bitch. Oh man, wisdom saving. A 12.
Are you a
What
fae?
means it beats it?
Huh?
Are you a fae? Big cat.
No.
Okay. If it was,
I wish I was
Connell,
pay-touched.
I would have to sell for it, but no, because you're just a cat, not an elemental or a celestial. I mean, is it? Would he be considered a fiend right now? Protected from an evil.
Acting very fiendish.
Very fiendish.
So did that work on me or not?
Meets it, beats it. No. So you.
In response to that, I'm going to cast Fairy Feature Finder on you, Reese, and I'm going to make a taste of strawberry muffins.
Sorry, that's actually a homebrew thing from my campaign.
Oh yeah, I remember we talked about it. Yeah.
We talked about this. Yeah. This is perfect because this is actually kind of something we've talked about when I was choosing it. I'm going to cast that, and I'm going to make the taste of strawberry muffins for Reese taste like burnt soil with seaweed in it.
Is there a saving throw for it?
So
Charisma.
there is, unless you're playing the.
Oh, your audio just cut out.
Yeah.
If someone is on the verge of it without a saving throw.
Let me just quickly look up. Yeah, because we did look at this together, and I did allow you to have it because
You suggested it.
it's a Feronia spell. So a charisma save of 14 if you want to try and resist it.
A charisma of 14. You should know that I am
You've
a
got high
bard.
charisma, haven't you? Yeah.
I'm a bard.
So while they are rolling, just to give you like the audience history thing, was in one of my campaigns that was to the Feywild, and in the dying, you just pop back to life. You just have like you're sort of back to level, and you have to regain, your abilities and things like that. And so they have the game of murder or the game of assassination between the royal houses, where they'll send assassins in to go and murder them. And the thing to take when you kill someone is one feature, like a taste or a smell or the color of their eyes or, the feel of their skin, something like that. And you get to replace it with something else. So Rhódania now has the taste, like a little token that is the taste of strong muffin. And for some reason had a token that you replaced it with, which is the taste of, burnt soil and seaweed?
Burnt soil with seaweed.
Well, the seaweed must have come from the siren, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Obviously.
So.
Well, that was 15 on the dice for 17 in total.
Okay.
Fucker. Oh.
Bob's going to step in and be like, really? Really?
He started it. Let yourself, cat.
It's just good fun. I was just going to make you drink some wild brew.
I was just going to make you taste like shit. I mean, taste shit.
I'm sure I already do. It's fine.
Tastes like shit. Jesus Christ. I mean, if you want me to have some wild brew so badly, I'll have some. Just you have to ask.
Nah.
Oh, fine then.
Bob is going to, as he watches the two of them just start bickering at each other, casting spells at each other, he's going to be like, obviously the two of you have some things to work out. And he's going to
we were pals. I thought we were pals because I gave you the muffin.
We are pals. This is me having fun.
He's going to cast Gravity Tether, and he's going to cast it on Feronia so that Reese cannot go more than 10 feet from Feronia. Now, you two, you talk it out.
What's that? What is picking Feronia Day or something? He started it.
Listen, he's picking on me too.
Talk to him.
Picking on you. I'm the one floating here.
So I just made a roll behind the scenes.
No, you didn't. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Which
Fucking hell.
I'll let you know about that at the end of the session.
Stop it.
Just FYI.
I hate
It's a
you.
bad DM. You stop it.
Stop it.
Just get a spray bottle and spray him.
All I'm going to say is, and you'll understand when it happens, this is not my fault.
Oh.
Kyle, is the gravity tether visible?
Is it what?
Is the gravity tether visible?
For me, it doesn't. Feronia now sun a bit, and then Reese is now one of the planets sort of orbiting the sun.
Everything revolves around Feronia. Oh, God.
Well, I'll leave you to it, and he's just gonna, head out. He's gonna head back up to the deck.
Gonna finish eating.
while you're floating around. Just kind of upside down with a turkey leg.
There's some very confused crewmates on this ship, but there's also others that are just like, oh, we're used to this now.
Right. Now, the way this works is, Rhódania, if you move, Reese has to go with you.
How long does it last?
Not that long. I think it's like a...
What if I cast something like Entangle and have him, like, I don't know, the vines trapped around like a post? Can I move then? Or is he literally just going to, like, boinky back to me? Or is he just,
I think
it's
you
not
have
going
to
to
do strength checks with each other. And, sorry, it lasts for 1 hour.
For fuck's sake. Alright.
Have a game. We could try.
Okay, what?
Let's just run down the hall, away from each other, see if we can break it.
That's probably the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. But okay.
Let's do it anyway.
Frank, this looks like a good combo.
What? You throw me at them?
No. Watch what these two edits are about to do. This is gonna be great.
Oh,
Watch.
okay.
Wait, even better. What if you jump into Connell's arms and he just like flings me somewhere and we're just like this giant tethered ball?
Wait, I jump into his arms and then he throws you.
Well, yeah, because I'm the one orbiting you, technically.
Connell gets up from his chair. Did I hear someone wants to be thrown?
Him, not me. Though part of me secretly wants to do whole dirty dancing, jump into his arms, but, you know, maybe for another time.
Yeah.
I mean, so we're just, what do you call it, practicing a combo? What if we're a giant flail?
Isn't that a flail?
No, like, you know, like one of those, maybe it's a morning
Fish flail?
It's a morning star. It's the one with the chain spike ball. It spins. It's a morning star.
Yeah, that, but I'm the spiky ball.
Am I the stick?
Yeah.
Frank, this could definitely work.
Am I just going to be pirouetting all over the place then? Or...
No. Connell's gonna be pirouetting all over the place with you in his arms.
Oh my god, get your tutu out, Connell. Let's do this. Please. Will I have to do a constitution check if he's going to be spinning around a lot?
Probably.
No, you should be
So I don't have to vomit into his face.
Because I have altered gravity around you for the two of you. So I'm the center of gravity. But your friend might take a little damage. They are forcibly, like, moved and then stopped. All of a sudden, they'll probably take some damage for every 10 feet that they move.
Can I just say this is the easiest session I've ever had to DM?
You say that like every other session.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's go to the top deck and let's workshop this, okay?
But what if we lose Reese over the edge?
I mean, you guys are linked. He ain't going nowhere.
I'm
All
tethered
right,
to
okay.
you. I'm not going anywhere.
Fine.
Okay,
I cast
Reese.
enhance ability on myself.
Oh,
Wise.
Well, I was gonna say, just so Connell doesn't lose grip of me, is it possible to use entangle on my arms and just kind of have it wrapped onto him?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
okay.
I'm just scared in case he yeets me over the
feel
edge
like,
again.
guys, I feel like at this point you have defeated. Yeah, I feel like.
I'm
Okay,
here
Reese,
for it.
Reese, I got an idea. So, are you able to do some kind of like magic, like fireball shooting magic? So I'm thinking once I start spinning Rhódania really fast, like And if you're shooting magic in one direction, and if you're being spun, it's going in all directions. So it's almost like a tornado of magic blast.
Like a laser show.
Like
You
a
tr-
laser show.
Are you trying to turn?
Laser.
Are you trying to turn Reese into a Catherine wheel?
I think I have something that might work.
We can call this gravity's vortex.
I feel like by the time this is done, it's gonna not work anymore. The gravitational pull.
Well, let's hurry up. We only have 30 minutes left. Let's go.
And like I say, we only do this with presentation. As he uses giant spike, picks up Rhódania and starts spinning.
I have 12 points temporary, or I have 12 temporary hit points from my whatever I did. I forget what I did. What did I do? Enhance ability. There we go. Thank you.
So,
And I'm preparing guiding bolt.
Of course you are. Of course you are,
Guiding
babe.
bolt. Oh my god.
so
He's
let me
perfected it now, remember?
try and summarize what's happening right now.
Are you gonna do the little hop as well, Reese? Yeah. Is that what you're gonna do when you're
I'm
casting
gonna
that?
shimmy. I'm gonna do two at one time.
So we have a giant Connell
With a
spinning
tiny
around.
Rhódania.
A tiny Feronia,
Okay.
which is gravity tethered to a shimmying Reese, preparing a guiding bolt. Fucking, how am I gonna settle these rolls?
Archer. Fuck you.
Okay. Connell, give me an athletics check with advantage.
Are you all up on the now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I see you all coming out, and I'm very curious. I'm thinking that you all have solved, because you're coming
We're
up
not smart
together.
enough to solve that shit.
Reese is
you
like
very
trying
much.
to run, very excited about it.
Thank you very much for the advantage, because that was a 22.
Okay.
22. Perfect. Okay. Reese, as you're attempting to concentrate on this guiding bolt, first of all, make me an Arcana check.
I think that.
Although, as it's guiding bolt, you can make it as a religion check if you wish, because it's divine in nature. So, if you would prefer to do religion over Arcana, it's up to you.
Oh, they're both the same.
Okay.
That's a 10.
A 10. Okay.
You're gonna end up hitting me, aren't you?
I'm gonna hit someone.
Have they started spinning yet?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to walk up just out of the 10 feet of reach.
Mm-hmm.
You're not
And
doing
I'm
that.
just
You're
gonna
spinning like a ballerina.
Yep.
Jesus,
I'm-
if you were doing that, I'd be dead.
I'm going to at face level for Reese and just be like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Every
No,
time.
vicious mockery.
Oh. Okay.
You did this to yourself.
I love you so much.
Reese, bit of deja vu, but roll me a d4.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. That's a 3.
A 3. Okay. It's pure poetry. Go ahead and roll me a attack for guiding bolt as you pick the right moment to unleash it as it goes straight for Feronia.
Why is it always me?
should she technically have like quarter cover at least? Because like my hand is on her.
No.
Like your hand is on me.
I tried.
Well, okay, that's a 21.
Am I just, are
21.
you literally just going to be swinging a dead cat at this point?
Okay. What level are you casting at?
That's one. Just
Okay.
the first level.
Feroni, does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage as the guiding bolt collides. We'll say into your shoulder,
A good shoulder.
mid-spin.
Okay. Those are all really low. 9 points of radiant damage.
9 points of damage.
I tried. Are you okay, my friend?
Nice save.
Rhódania, no.
I feel like that area is like singed and kind of like bald now.
Oh my god.
It's like, I can't believe you just did that. I told you to do the wiggle, but not
I
that
was
good.
distracted. Bob distracted me.
The next time, you're gonna be like, oh, if you're going to do something like this, please do it right. And I'm going to just grab your arm and I'm gonna let the momentum carry me around. And I'm going to do is, as I'm doing this, I'm just going to explain, you don't want to use a target spell because then you are not utilizing the fact that you are spinning. You want to utilize a spell that has an area effect and originates from yourself like this. And he's going to cast Frost Fingers, and you watch as this, normally what is a cone turns into an entire circle of frost as he's just spinning around and spinning around. Attached to your arm. And when he's done, you see him release, and you see he sort of reduces his gravity a little bit so that he starts flying a little, and then increases his gravity so that he can just land on the deck.
You are way too graceful.
And then he's going to snap his finger and stop the tether, and
Reese goes flying.
and you see Reese I'm going to reduce Reese's gravity to stop his inertia, and then I'm just going to sort of grab him and spin around a little, stopping his turning it into a spin and then laying him on the ground. I suppose two cats will never be able to talk it out.
I'd like to imagine that I'm still kind of attached to Connell, so I haven't been flung away or anything. Thank God for my vines. Are you still spinning me around, Connell, at this point?
I can imagine once the minute is up for Giant's Might, Connell shrinks down. He's going to flop on his back, dizzy-eyed, and he's going to
suplex Feronia.
Just literally pick on Feronia Day.
Oh.
Hey, you picked the fight with us earlier in the session. So. But no, he's going to land on his back and just look at Frike as the world's spinning, and it's just did it look good at least?
That was something, my friends. That sure was something.
Oh man.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
I can't believe
So-
a bull patch.
So,
Grow back.
over the next couple of days, it does start to grow back, and maybe a few less mishaps on what I originally did say was an uneventful journey apparently was not.
Never
This is
uneventful
the-
with us.
This is the training arc patch. Shit like
It
this
is.
has to happen, and it works perfectly in the actual arc.
Nonetheless, a few days pass, and bright and early one morning, you find yourself docking at your destination, the capital city of Rhódania, the emblem of civilization for this entire continent. Allow me to send you in the chat a map of the area. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Itheriond is a city which I don't believe we have visited since the first campaign. I don't think it took part in the second campaign at all, in fact. So what you see is a very, for all intents and purposes, modernized area of Rhódania. You can see that there are various towers which Bob would recognize as clock towers, whereas in Rhódania they're known as time towers because they're big and they tell the time.
That's right.
And it is quite an extravagant city built upon what looks like it used to be a large mountain that has been mined away over the years, and the city's been built in this mountain essentially. And along the sides you can see various entrances into mines that go deep underground. A city of great wealth, and some of you will have heard it referred to as the City of the Iron Guard, which is a reference to its sort of royal army of sorts, the Iron Guard, one of the sort of most renowned forces in Rhódania. But the ship docks just outside the gates of the city, and you can see ahead through the main gate there is the Brass Bazaar, which is the big marketplace, and you can see that each segment of the city is on a different level, and a small crowd has gathered to see that the ship returning. Some look a bit concerned as the ship looks a little bit worse for wear than it did when it left. It's had a bit of a journey. But a lot of the crew look quite happy. You can see some getting off the ship and running into the arms of family members. It's quite a joyous occasion, welcoming people home. As Madeline and Thrash exit the ship ahead of you, Madeline turns around and says, "Well, we've got a lot of explaining to do to the Crown. Maybe you'd like to come and join us? Make your names known. You gave yourself a name, didn't you?" And Karatha, who is also there, also said, "Oh yes, I wanted a name for Roshan's history books. Did you think of one?"
Yeah.
He did. I thought Bob was going to talk to you about that.
I was busy.
Apparently.
So what was it?
The Wyld Ones.
But with a Y. Oh, no.
With the what? Oh, that's quite charming. That is.
Yeah.
See, Madeline's like, wild's a bit of an understatement, but okay, cool. I like it.
Every time Wyld Ones is mentioned, Connell just like does this.
Hell yeah. Right, well, let's not keep him waiting. Need to go see His Majesty in the Halls of Insight. So, if you'd like to follow me. She begins heading into the city, leading you all in to the city of Itheriond, where we will pick up next week. After that very eventful session. But before we close up, I mentioned earlier that I made a roll in secret.
Oh God, yeah.
Allow me to divulge the nature of this role with a post-credits scene as the camera pulls away from the city of Itheriond, hurtling across the continent to a familiar sight, Roshan's Rise, where we find ourselves in the location that Feronia had remembered from her childhood. The large tree with an alcove in it where we see sat young Brim Smallboy.
No.
In his hands, holding the wild brew that he was given.
Oh, dear.
And he's looking at it, and in his other hand, he's looking at the little owl figurine that was carved for him by Frike, with a big smile on his face. Well, here's to you, friends. Bottoms up. And he takes a drink. And what happens with the roll is he feels like he's going to burp. He's like, oh, it's got a bit of a kick. And as he burps, he casts Shatter on the nearest. This is God's honest truth. What the table says. The nearest, most precious item in his possession. So we see in his other hand the little figurine carved by Frike crack and breaks into pieces. Oh, balls! And he jumps down and he picks up all the pieces. And he's like, oh no, how did this happen? Oh, Wyld Ones. And he goes ahead and casts Mending to fix it.
Oh.
And that is where we will finish things for tonight.
God, I think I aged a couple of years. I thought he was going to, shatter into pieces himself.
No. You think I'm going to kill Brim? No. I'll kill all of you before I kill Brim. He's my special boy.
You should kill Brim.
That's fair.
Kill Brim, find out what happens.
Shut up.
Fuck around and find out.
He said fuck around and find out.
I will fucking find out.
Yeah.
Baffo.
One day.
So, a massive thank you to everyone who's joined us for tonight's adventure. It's been a fun one. Let's go around the table and re-meet our players. Tell us who you are, give us a plug for anything you've got coming up, and tell us your favourite moment from today's session, starting with Feronia.
Hello, I am Mai, aka Myrick the Pirate. I play Feronia, the Circle of Stars, Thales Druid. You can also find me in other places on the internet, on Twitch as Myrick the Pirate, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And I also have Twitter, but that's Myrick Pirate because, funny enough, it's too many characters, my name. But you can find me every Sunday over on Twitch playing either The Last of Us or sometimes the Stardew Sundays with lovely Pat Toons. But yeah, just pop over, say hi. They're on YouTube as well. My favourite moment from tonight, I think it was the the thirstiness between Bob and Winston. I love seeing a bit of oh, especially with the tie and just visualize it in my head. I imagine it a red tie. So.
Definitely.
Yeah, I enjoyed. I'm here for it.
All right, thank you very much, Connell.
Hello, I am Patrick, aka Patton. Sometimes I draw art, but Monday nights I play Conal McGinnis, a Earth Genasi Rune Knight Fighter. And my what am I doing at the moment? I'm drawing random shit on Instagram, drawing random shit for D&D stuff. I've got something on the works for these guys, but it's a big surprise that I'm not telling.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll be having chats with Patch about it, but we'll see what happens. What else? Yeah, just really excited to see what happens with this campaign. I'm excited that we're at a new location to do new shit, more D&D shit. My favorite moment from tonight's session is split down the middle. While some people are going to think that it was pure thirst, I thought it was very tasteful. Like, it was like there was like some kind of like allure to it. I really dug it. And then also trying out the combo moves, which, I mean, I have a mechanic idea that I want to run by Patch to see if we can actually get that shit rolling.
I mean, I am always down for a conversation. All right, thank you, Bob.
I'm Kyle. I play here on Discord and on Twitch and at Allies Nerd Twitter. And things that are coming up. I'm just about to release our Spelljammer supplement, which is going to be full of things that you can use to help out your spelljamming systems that include, you know, like WotC gave us a couple of weapons and so if you want more weapons and magical weapons and delightful ways to use those weapons and magical ammunition, this is a thing for you. But in addition, instead of just having a cargo hold, what if you could have an aquaponic farm? What if you could have an entire tavern on your Spelljammer? And where's the bathroom is really the question we're all asking. So you can have all of those things with this supplement, and that'll be coming out sometime this week. So I will keep you posted. And I am just about to start 2 new campaigns over at Planar Allies. One is going to be all about, essentially it's going to be a Groundhog Day where you have to stop the apocalypse, and you're going to die a whole bunch. And then the next one is going to be playtesting for the Call of Cthulhu adventure that we have just written. So, very excited about those. And my favorite moment today, I mean, obviously, but because I am a fucking ego maniac, was very much the scene in the bar, because it was just so much fun to be able to do that. And for me, I used to be a bartender for a long time, so I essentially took all of the weird, like, uncomfortable, awkward reactions that I have been given by people from on the other side of the bar. I'm like, oh, this is great, let's do it. So that was great, and thank you for being delightful about that, Patch. And well, I'll call you later.
Hey, as a former God, as a former bar manager, I know exactly the kinds of things you're talking about, and I can absolutely relate. Thank you very much. Farike.
Hello, everyone. I am Bridget. I play the Way of the Longest Shattercar Monk, artist formerly known as Frike. And besides some of the little useful little lore crumbs that I lapped up, my favorite was Bob fainting with the blood. I really love that. Nothing new to report, although I am packing up the big move. Happening in a few weeks. Exciting.
Very exciting. Okie dokie, and last but never ever least, Reese.
Hi, friends. Oh, that was actually a normal Reese voice. Cool. Hi, I'm Wyatt. I play Reese on Monday nights right here on QuestJunkiesUK. You can find me pretty much everywhere under the Moonkeep, except Instagram because it's _Moonkeep because someone stole my name. Not really, but they got it before me. Not on Twitter anymore because don't support that. So come find me and my crazy shenanigans that are really not shenanigans. They're more wholesome than anything. But speaking of shenanigans, that was probably my favorite part is Reese just shenanigans. Around the ship this session. Also, I feel kind of bad for Falaman, but he was a good sport. It's fine.
Every time something like this happens, I just think back to that really early conversation we had when this campaign started. We were like, man, I never planned for Reese to be such a bitch.
I love Reese and his shenanigans. I'm all here for it.
It's perfect. I adore it.
Partners of crime.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize he would be this shenanigan-y.
Yeah. It's like I always say though, no matter how much you prep your character before a campaign, you don't know who they are until you're playing them. That's when you learn who they are. You can have as much backstory and details as you want ironed out, but until you actually sit in that chair and play that character, you don't know who they are. You find out. But yes, I have been Patch, your ever humble dungeon master. You can find me here every Monday for the Rhódania Chronicles, every 2 weeks on Phoenix Iwaki on Fridays, playing the sassy yet classy Order of Scribes Kalishtar wizard Kaelin Sturgrove, who just got killed by the evil god of the sea and brought back, which was kind of my own fault, but you know, it was fun. And the day after, on those 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, you can see me right back here for the Demethrin 5, our brand new mini campaign that just started this last week, which is like the Rhódania Chronicles, but with the aim of telling a much more darker story, a much higher level with much more at stake. But yeah, you can find all the VODs for that and this campaign and everything else that we do on our YouTube channel. And yeah, we're going to love you and leave you. We'll go raiding, so stick around for that. And we will see you next time for some more chaos. See you later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.